Strike out!
Hi guys, welcome to It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and this is the 1000 subscriber special. Now we're going to start the day off as we normally do on It's 5 o'clock somewhere with a little bit of a drink, and what we're drinking today is a Lagavulin Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, 16 years of age. I'm just going to pour a little drop there, just a nice dark sort of whiskey, probably a bit big one there, but we've got a bit to get through today. There's the bottle there, Lagavulin. 16 years of age, very, very smoky. On a nice cold day, a Lagavulin, top shit, mate. Get that iodine, a bit of sea salt, just a really nice drop. Give it a little bit of water just to open it up while I have a bit of a chat with you here in the 1000 subscriber special. Now, I never knew that I would get here. I had no expectations when we started this channel. It's just amazing, and all I can say first and foremost is thank you to every single one of you that has ever watched one of my videos. From the bottom of my heart, it's an unbelievable milestone to hit for myself. Yeah, there's not much more I can say other than thank you. Now I've got a list of people I want to go through and thank today, then we're going to get onto a Q&A, and then I've got a little bit of a surprise for you at the end. So first and foremost, there's three main guys I want to thank to start with, and that's Cutsy, SGH Sports, and Bama Striker 9. Now they've pretty much been with me since I started. I started off watching some of their videos, went, look, you know what, I can do that. Had a crack, spoke to the lads, got their blessing that I could do a similar style series, and those boys have been nothing but tremendous in my life and given me all their love and support, and I can't thank them enough. And if you don't know who they are, make sure you go and check out their channels because they're just top blokes. Next person I want to thank is a subscriber called 11D Woody. He was my first subscriber, so thanks very much. He's followed the Newport series from the start. Top bloke and really a quality subscriber. That's what you want, someone that gets in there, watches all the videos, leaves comments, and just really gets involved with the channel. Next person I want to thank is G as Legend. He gave me a shout out on the Sunday shout out, so make sure you go and check that out. Every Sunday he just sort of does a little bit of a wrap up on a couple of YouTubers that might be a little bit low on their subscriber base, just getting into the game, and he just helps them out, gives them a leg up. He's an absolute top bloke for the community, so top ups there to G as Legend. Manic Badger, he's another top lad, does some good FIFA stuff. He's been with the channel for a while. He does have his own channel. He's a little bit hit and miss there with his uploads, but what he does bring to the plate is absolute quality, and he should go far if he sticks with it. Maverick Wolves, the two young lads, started at about the same time. They're up to about 6K now. They've absolutely exploded, doing some really good FIFA Ultimate Team stuff. Top lads, always quality to have a chat with those boys, and well respected now throughout the community. Craig Andrew, look, he's the manager of our Bradford City series. Top bloke, always commenting on just about every video I put up, and he's got a lot of input, and I fucking love it. I fucking feed off that every comment. I read every single comment that you guys are putting up on the channel, and that just drives me harder and makes me want to make these videos. I mean, I'm pretty much working 8 hours a day, coming home and spending about 7 hours trying to record and edit and put videos out and get as much footage and content out for you guys as I can. And Craig's there along the way leaving those comments, so that's absolutely beautiful. You're a beautiful man, and keep supporting the channel. Flickerfly, little American dude, he's got some crazy stuff on his channel, some good reviews and stuff, always backed us in. Good lad, go and check his stuff out. The Premium Rat, a top quality lad, hasn't done a lot lately on his channel, but he is class. He's got some absolute quality stuff on his channel. Make sure you're checking these guys out. Footy Manager TV, Australian lad, he's more football manager based, but he really backs in the Aussie guys and does his part in the community. Bill City 11, he's been around for a long while with us as well, and we support each other back and forth, a bit of Twitter banter. Good lad, go and check him out. And then there's a couple other kids, you know, you do a little bit for me, since we started up. I've written some names today. I'm probably going to murder these, but there's Surge, Chris Rami, Oz Kickers, Penniless Games, and there's probably at least a dozen more guys that I've completely forgotten, and I do apologize for that. But every single one of you is an absolute star, an absolute champion, and I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for getting us to this 1,000k subscriber number. It's a small milestone, I know. There's channels out there with fucking 1 bazillion fucking subscribers. I don't care. I'm happy. I got 1,000, more than I'd ever hoped for, and if the channel keeps growing, so be it. I just want to make these videos. As long as there's one of you still left there watching and commenting, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I also need to thank Fullscreen for the partnership. So they've given us the opportunity to, you know, make the videos. That's why those little ads come up and you click the cross and they fuck off. But, you know, I think we get about 0.10 of a cent of those little adverts. So the more views we get, that's when I can actually start trying to make a little bit of spondoolie on the side and get some better equipment, make better videos, and, you know, just a little bit of pocket money. Helps me buy these quality liquors. Now let's go back to the Lagavulin. It's probably opened up. Oh yeah, that is smoke. That smells like a mermaid has just come in, royally fisted you, and then given you a big kiss on the lips. Oh, Lagavulin. That's quality. It's a sipper, more of a winter drop for myself, but quality drop. All right, now let's get into the Q&A. You've left those questions on the channel update video. I thank you so much for that. We've got probably about 20 or so here, and I'm just going to get through them. A couple of them are a little bit similar, so I'll roll them all together, and let's just get through this Q&A. All right, so we've got a question here from Visid iShocks. He says, what would be the biggest change you would like to see in FIFA 16? Now, we've also got a comment from Fergus Campbell, who was fairly similar. He said, what would I change in career mode for FIFA 16? And also our good man Craig Andrew says, what would we like to see in FIFA 16 improvements? Now, if you haven't seen my change career mode video, a lot of the stuff that I was looking for is covered in that. But if I could only make one change, it's career mode. It's career mode. I love career mode more than anything on FIFA, and I just want them to keep building it, improve the gameplay, and just give us more options for our clubs. I'd like to almost see another game mode, which I did explain in my change career mode video, called franchise mode, where you could basically build your club from the ground up. So you start off in one of those little pitches that only has 500 seats, and as you get money and players, maybe you spend the money on upgrading the stadium, and that gives you more ticket sales, and that increases how much money you are generating each season, which allows you to buy bigger players and become that absolute franchise club like a Man United, a Manchester City, these guys with big money. I'd like to see that implemented in FIFA. It probably won't happen. It's definitely not going to happen in 16, but you know, that's something that I would really appreciate. Just really zoning in and getting involved in the game, being the absolute general of your club. All right, we've got another question here from Dylan Robertson. He said, are you looking forward to FIFA 16 Youth Squad Cup? And that's if you, Cutsy, SGH Sports and Bama are planning on doing one. Now, we haven't discussed this yet. We'll obviously firstly have to see if FIFA 16 has the capabilities of exporting the youth team. That was a glitch that we've used in FIFA 15 to make that happen. If that opportunity does arrive to do that, I'm sure we'll be in discussions to do the YSC once again, and maybe even have some more people involved. No idea just yet, but stay tuned, because something could happen with that. It'll all depend on whether we can export those youth teams. Hidden FIFA says, who is going to be your youth edition mode team on FIFA 16? I have no idea yet. I haven't even looked. I'm really concentrating on the 3 series of FIFA that we've got going on at the moment. And as for FIFA 16, I'm not really even looking at what I'm going to be doing then just yet. There'll definitely be some sort of youth series going on there, but what kind of spin we put on it, I may leave up to the viewers, whether it's just our youth edition, our relegation regen rebuild, or a road to the World Cup to start FIFA 16. I'm not 100% sure. I'll probably put it in a straw poll at some stage as we get closer to FIFA 16 and we can start working out what we want to do as a channel, because this channel is yours as much as it is mine, and I just want to be bringing you the content that you guys want to watch at home. Scott McCulkin also said, what team would you like to use in the youth series for FIFA 16? Well, as I just said, not too sure as yet. Okay, Vizirac, if you could take a player for someone else's series, Cutsy, SGH Sports, and Bama Striker 9, who would it be? Now, this is a tough one, because I've got to think about why do I want these players in my team. If I take my #1 series, Newport County, which is my little baby, I look at the team and I look at the people that are probably the suspect upgrades, and one person I would probably take would be Matt Pennington from Burton Albion. He is a top quality defender, and he would probably help De Jong, Oakley, and Horner out there in our defensive line, because you know sometimes we're a little bit lackluster there. Horner and Oakley have been a little bit on the dodgy side. So yeah, definitely Matt Pennington. SGH Sports, well, Cambridge United was his first season series. That would be the main one. Not too sure I would take anyone from there now, because we haven't really seen them develop or grow. Unfortunately, Stu lost that when he smashed his PlayStation. So yeah, I can't really say anyone from Cambridge. And Bama, do you know what? I'd actually take G.I. Mo, the goalkeeper. He is top quality. Nabab's been a little bit suspect, and having G.I. Mo between your sticks would really serve a purpose for Newport County. Jet Met, he has asked, who is your favourite player from each series so far? Well, bread and butter, Newport County has to be Traore Kone. I bought the bloody shirt. I've got his name put on the back of it. Traore Kone, he's just unbelievable to play with. Not the highest rating, but what he can do for the club is absolutely insane. For the Arsenal series, my favourite player would probably have to be Tubbsy. He's a great defender, just a role model of the club, and he's really doing a job. I mean, you've got Luke Elliott there, who's probably knocking at the door, but Tubbsy, just cool, calm and collected. He'll just knock some fucker out anytime you ask him. And Bradford's only just started, so you can't really have an opinion on that one. Ozkickers asked, who do I support in the A-League? Now, I don't really follow the A-League. In fact, I don't really follow a lot of football, or soccer as they call it in Australia. But if I did have to follow someone in the A-League, it would probably be Perth Glory, because that's where I'm from, Perth. Not saying that I'm biased to West Australian teams, but yeah, it'd probably be Perth Glory. Fezzarap asks, which team do you support? Now, I'm not sure what context you're asking that. If you're looking for BPL, I support Arsenal. I do have a soft spot for Newport County now there in League 2. If you're looking at any other sports, maybe we can answer that in a different episode. I'm not sure what you weren't that specific, but we'll let it slide through to the keeper. G as Legend says, what is my ambition for the rest of 2015 now that I've hit 1K subs? Well, I'll be just happy rolling along as we have been doing, trying to get out as many videos per day as I can for you, as long as they're quality, not rushed. I don't want to put out any bullshit. If there's a day where a FIFA video doesn't go up, I do apologise. It usually means I haven't quite had enough time to get that video just how I want to. I'm pretty good with my scheduling. I'm running myself into the ground. I'm working on about 5 hours sleep a night just to get all this content out for you, and that is the problem with having a full-time job and trying to do full-time YouTube. But I'll do what I can, and for the rest of 2015, well, let's just hope that the channel grows closely. The community for Sparring DK combines into a nice little, just a family where we can just hang out, talk shit, watch a bit of FIFA, watch some other games. I might try and do like a playthrough or something later in the year. I'm not too sure yet. It's really going to come down to what you guys are looking for in the channel, and we'll assess those options from there. I'm just going to have another little drink. Ooh, smoky. Okay. Dylan Robinson asks, how did you first start YouTube, and what made you start a Youth Academy career mode? Now, this goes back a while. I had a Super Nintendo when I was about 13, and I had NHL 96. And that is when I first started playing sport games, and I just fell in love with just bringing up youth talent and making a team of people that are totally unknown and trying to take them to the top and win the cup. So ever since I played FIFA, I think Road to the World Cup 98 was the first FIFA game I played. That's always the style I've sort of gone through with career mode. I may have missed a couple of years here and there. I know one year, it might have been, is it 2012, where they had the My Player first introduced, and it was part of career mode, and you could sort of manage the team and do My Player. That was fucking brilliant. I didn't really concentrate on youth in that one. It was more about getting the stars around myself and just becoming the best player I could. But as for getting on YouTube, you know, I watched a fair bit of Cutsy, SGH Sports, stumbled across Bama Striker 9 when I first started PS4, FIFA 15. I was just like, alright, I'm going to do my standard, play my youth series at home, la-di-da. Went onto YouTube and thought, you know, I'll see if some guys are actually doing this as a video, and maybe they have some hints and tips on how to get better youth players into your team. So that's first what I started looking for, and then I just absolutely fell in love with Burton Albion. Cambridge was great, and then I stumbled across Bama, and he was doing Wimbledon, and I just constantly watched these. Every single video they put up, it just sucked me in, and then I was like, you know what, I can do this. I can make this kind of content. Now, I didn't really want to copy anyone else's ideas, because that's a bit of a shit fucking thing to do. So I did speak to Curtis about, you know, can I have a crack at this? And he is a top bloke. He said, yeah, no worries, have a go, mate. So put the first video out, you know, and we've slowly built from there, and I feel we've got better and better, especially with our edits. I've got a little bit better equipment. I'll probably do a setup video in one of these 5 o'clock somewhere down the track, and that's pretty much how I got into doing YouTube, and now we're at 1,000 subscribers, and that's just amazing. Alright, where are we? Torax Reborn. Do you think EA will put in the Asian Cup in FIFA 16? No. Because this side of the country, they don't really care about. It's just filler for them. All they care about is Champions League, Champions League, Champions League, Europe. And good on them. That's where I would rather them put in, is it the Vanarama North and South leagues below League 2 or whatever it is. You know, I'm not 100% familiar, but I'd rather them put those clubs in before they start fucking with, you know, putting in extra shit from this side of the country. Because how good would it be to take a youth series from that far down the table over 6 or 7 seasons and take that kind of team to the Premier League? That would be good. He also asked which city in Australia is the best to live. Well, I have to say Perth. It's fucking expensive. It's fucking ridiculous. There's nothing to do here, but it's where I'm from. I love it. If I had to live in any other city in Australia, I've been to Sydney, I've been to Melbourne. I haven't done the other capitals yet. It's just that pricey to fly to the other side of the country. But I'd have to say Melbourne. It's the home of sport, the cricket, the Aussie rules football, and that is where I'd want to be based if I wasn't in Perth. Here we go. Callum Ferrer asks, do you follow the AFL? Of course I fucking do. If you're Australian and you don't follow AFL, there's something wrong with you. The team I support is North Melbourne Kangaroos. Since I was a kid, just watching players like Glenn Archer just absolutely smash the crap out of people. They just had that, what they call the shinboner spirit, never die, just want to be in the bottom of the pack. And that was the team that I've supported, thick and thin, through and through. Blue and white blood running through my veins. And if they had a proper AFL game on PlayStation, I would probably bring that to you. But the one they brought out on PS3 3 years ago was utter shit. Can't capture the speed of the game, and not even worth playing. Alright, Nikki Dimritov asks, what do I know about Bulgaria? Not a lot. It's in Eastern Europe. You've probably got some good football players. You've probably got some hot women. That's about all I know. Okay? No dramas. Abama CA asks, who and what inspired you to become a YouTuber and start doing the Youth Squad series? That's easy. Cutsy Gaming, SGH Sports, Bama Striker 9, hands down, game over. Now, Cutsy, my good man, he has asked me, what's your pet kangaroo's name? Now, if you haven't seen the episode where we went hunting for kangaroos down the road, go and watch it. It's a bit of a cracker. And, well, let's see. Pet kangaroo name. Well, you'd have to call him Boomer, wouldn't you? One of my favourite players for North Melbourne, they're called the Kangaroos. The little bloke there, Boomer Harvey, he is a champion. So if I had a pet kangaroo, his name would be Boomer. Now, probably the funniest question I did get was from Pastrak. And let's try not fuck this up. He said, would you rather have a dick-sized nipples or a nipple-sized dick? Now, I've taken a couple of days to think about this because this is a tough one. If you had dick-sized nipples, you know, like these big flailing finger things that could reach out and touch somebody and that kind of thing, that would be fucking scary. But in saying that, if you had a nipple-sized dick, there's not a lot you're going to be able to do with that either. Now, I know they say it's not how it hangs, it's how it bangs. But if you've got a tiny little pin dick that's the size of a nipple, that's not going to serve you very well in life. So I think I'm going to have to go with the dick-sized nipples and hope I don't choke on one when I'm sucking it down. That's the end of the Q&A. I hope you've enjoyed that. Feel free to leave some questions on this episode and maybe we'll answer them in the next 5 o'clock somewhere. And now I've got a little treat for you. Last week I went to Supernova and it's a little bit of a convention here in Perth. Hard to explain, but we'll go to the video and you can take it from there. Hey guys, today we're at the Perth Convention Centre and we're attending a function called Supernova. So let's get inside and have a look and see what's going on. It's basically a convention full of nerds, games and that kind of shit, comics. So let's take you inside and let's go have a look. Inside the convention centre, it's a little bit noisy in here. Let's take you for a look around. Alright guys, that's going to conclude the 1000 subscriber special. All I can say from the bottom of my heart is thank you so much for being a part of this channel. You're top. You're absolutely top notch. Every single one of you. I appreciate your time just watching my videos, being a part of this community. Every comment you leave, every like you leave on Twitter, make sure you're on there. And if there's any other social networks, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, I don't know, I'm not 100% familiar with all this other shit, but if you reckon we need some of that kind of crap, leave me a comment down below. But until next time, I'm Sparring DK. You take care of yourself. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and we're going to finish this Lagavulin 16. Cheers.